How do I come up with a compelling elevator pitch? This is one of those things that I see people struggle with again and again, and it's ironic because it's so fundamental, foundational to what we're doing. It's just saying, hey, this is me, this is what I do, and this is how I can help. Deceptively simple, right? But why is this so important? Well, if you can't articulate what it is you do, how do you expect your audience to understand? I certainly made the mistake, and I may still make that mistake, that I want to talk about so many different things. I want to, because I'm passionate about it, because I want to add so much value, spread myself quite thinly across lots of different topics. But then what will people think when they see that? Will they see you as an expert, or will they get confused about the messaging that you're putting out there? If someone asks you at the dinner table, hey, so what do you do? And you say, well, I used to be a digital marketing consultant and I do some coaching and writing, I work for myself, yeah, okay, they'll probably go, oh, okay, and move on, which is fine. But every conversation you have, every one of those dinner table conversations, I guess, dinner party questions or networking opportunities is exactly that, is an opportunity to share your message, spread your message, to craft that elevator pitch, to practice and to get it more and more refined until it sort of rolls off. Whenever someone asks you what you do, you can say it very easily. Now, don't worry, you don't have to come up with this incredible pithy sentence that's going to last you the rest of your career, the rest of the life of your business. However, it is important to say it with clarity and confidence. It's okay, it will evolve. The benefit of having, let's say, a LinkedIn headline is that you can refine it, tweak it. Nobody's going to ask you to pay another £1,000 to reprint all the brochures because you've changed your mind. And it's not about changing the job title on your business card again and again, your signature. Of course, you don't want to be all over the place. You don't want to be calling yourself a different thing every week. But again, it is taking a bit of the pressure off, I think, to not have to have that exact pithy sentence that you have to stick with the rest of your life. Part of it is, okay, do I call myself a coach or a mentor? And it depends on your training, qualification, who you're speaking to. Do I say this or that? How do I exactly formulate it? Who am I helping? And of course, really, when it comes down to it, it comes down to having clarity on your strategy. Because if I know who I want to work with, if I know why I want to work with those people, what's the change I want to see in the world, what's the impact I want to make, and how do I do that, then it's really easy to say, hey, this is what I do, let me know if you'd like to hear more, or yeah, I help this kind of person achieve this result. By now, I was going to say, but a really clear call to action, right? In the video, you might say, hello, this is me, this is what I do, bit of authority, hey, I've written this book, I've got this podcast, and now next step, get in touch, or whatever it is. So it's not as complicated as it sounds, and yet, for whatever reason, we all still struggle with this. And the truth is that business coaches, if we want to call ourselves that, struggle with it themselves too, whether they're a personal branding coach, business mentor, expert, strategist, whatever word we're using. The truth is it's much easier to do this for someone else, and we can have an incredible strategy and clarity for somebody else. When it's yourself, because you're an expert on you, because you have so many ideas, because everything's so nuanced and I've got all these aspects that I want to help people with, it's much harder. So that's where it's really powerful to work with someone who can be a sounding board, who can really help you get that clarity, tease out the stories that are really important, filter out the noise that perhaps isn't so relevant, and then ultimately get to that point where you can go, hey, this is me, my name's Anna, this is what I do, this is how I help, get in touch. If you'd like to hear more, this is the answer, or question rather, that I will be answering over on the podcast this week. How can I come up with that compelling elevator pitch? But of course, I would love to help you do just that. So if you know you need help with that, do get in touch. You can join one of my group programs where we work on this kind of thing, or of course you can work with me directly to really get that tailored support to help you get the confidence, the clarity, and be able to say that with conviction. This is what I do, this is who I help. Get in touch, work with me, whatever that call to action is. So you can message me, or you can book a call directly at onestepoutside.com/call. I look forward to speaking to you. Bye for now.